November, okay? So the first five cards that you got were the Four of Wands, the Ten of Cups, the Emperor card, and the Ace of Swords, all right? The last card here is the Nine of Swords, all right? So I'm actually going to pull this one up here for a second just so you can get a clear view of all your cards here. So with the Four of Wands here, I am seeing that settling down is on a lot of your minds in the month of November. A lot of you may have met a twin flame. For those of you that have a twin flame, you may have met a soulmate that you are comfortable with. This is definitely in the later stages of a relationship. So for a lot of you, this is going to apply to someone who you either are going to live with, someone that you already live with, that you've been with like plus 2 years, or for others of you who might be in the earlier dating stages, this is someone who you could see yourself settling down with, having a family with, and really gelling to make a stable and long-term future, okay? With the Ten of Cups, I do see that there may be something bothering specifically the masculine in this connection. And with the Eight of Swords here, the Ace of Swords, there may be some worry. For some of you, I feel like the masculine in this connection has some issues with hours at work. Maybe you were planning to take off time and this person is like, there's some disorganization within this relationship that's causing a little bit of anxiety. Um, and there may be some depression within the masculine in this connection, okay? And I say specifically the masculine here because of the Emperor card present in this spread. However, if you do have a very dominant personality, if you are typically the leader of, your relationship, or if you have strong Aries placements, this could also apply to you, all right? It is very possible that you may be dealing with an Aries here as well, with the Emperor card present, or a water sign. It's more than likely that you're either dealing with water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or an air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra here, because those are the signs that are present within this spread at the moment. All right, so I'm going to pull a few cards and see exactly what's going on in this situation. All right, so with the Queen of Swords, with the Queen of Swords here in the upright, when I first pulled this spread, and I saw the Emperor in reverse, I knew immediately that there may be an issue with the masculine. And the first thing that popped into my mind was that there may be something that you feel like the masculine is withholding from telling you. Maybe you think he's hiding something. Um, and I feel like that is, with the Queen of Swords popping up, that is precisely what is going on. You may feel as if this person is keeping pertinent information from you, okay? But with this Queen of Swords here in the upright, I do feel like this person is on the up and up. I don't feel like they're necessarily hiding anything sinister or malicious. In fact, with the Seven of Wands here, I do see that you are dealing with a very loyal person, okay? So with that being said, I don't feel as if your person is lying or being dishonest or sneaky. If they are, I don't see any evidence of that at play at present. If they are being sneaky about something, you would probably already know about it or already have a hunch that that might be what's going on. All right. What I do see here with the Seven of Wands is that whatever it is that they're not telling you, they will be telling you shortly. Okay, so it's not to worry. You'll probably find out before Sagittarius season. And I have a funny feeling it has something to do with finance. So it could be that this person's bills are piling up, especially if they're the masculine. They may, want to feel like the provider, want to feel like they are helping you and not bringing you problems. And this could be the reason why they haven't told you. Okay. For others of you, this person may have overspent especially if they are a fire sign or a Pisces. They may have overspent and they may not want to tell you. So they might be just avoiding an argument here. With the Six of Swords here in reverse, this may have to do with an issue that you've already had in your past, and they do not want to revisit maybe an argument that you had, or some type of issue that you guys had at a later point. It may have been a serious discussion, maybe a habit that they promised to break or that they promised to change that they kind of fell back on. But I'm not seeing that it's of any serious consequence here. I don't think that it's going to make or break the relationship. I feel like this is just a hump that you guys are getting over. And that it might also have to do with their immaturity. So I'm just going to show you, some other cards that I pulled for you guys as far as for love with you guys in this specific situation. And what came up for you was a Nine of Cups, all right? The Three of Wands in reverse, the Page of Wands in the upright, and the Five of Swords in reverse. And what this Five of Swords tells me, and the Hermit here actually in the upright as well. So I'm just going to pull a few of these cards away just so that you can kind of see a little bit more of your spread here. So what this Five of Swords tells me right away is that there is something they've done that they're not so proud of. The fact that it's in the reverse does let me know that most likely they do regret it because of the Six of Swords showing up and the Seven of Wands also in the spread, as well as the Hermit card here. They may be a Virgo or have Virgo placements. But what this lets me know is that they, after speaking to you about this, when you do find out what this is, when you do speak, I do see them trying to change their ways. So they may have had a habit, maybe having to do with overspending. This could, for some of them, have to do with diet. Some of them might have issues with depression. But I do see you guys talking about this. I feel like you may have already seen a dip in your finances or some sort of irregularity in your bank account. And this should give you kind of a hint as to what's going on as far as with them, especially if they've seen moody or kind of avoidant lately. It may just be because they're not ready to talk about this yet, but I do feel like it could have been a mismanagement of finances, or some sort of imbalance. If it's not mismanagement of finances or overspending, it could very well be that this person has an issue with depression and or issue with regulating their emotions that they are not fully on top of, okay? But with the Nine of Cups here, I do see that they are taking this seriously and that they are working toward their own personal self-growth and self-fulfillment. So I feel like this is just going to be a bump in the road and not a rift in the relationship, okay? Especially here with the Page of Wands. What this indicates to me is that although the Hermit card is present here and this person is involving themselves in self-reflection at this time, there is there are either childhood wounds that this person needs to work on, especially if they're a fire sign or had a fire sign that was pivotal in their life, that impacted them in some meaningful way in their life at some point. For some of them, it could have to do with maybe an abusive relationship that they were in, especially with this Page of Wands card here. That's still affecting them from their past. But I do see that there's also some growing to do. The Page of Wands is the youngest of the court cards, all right, in the tarot. And that can sometimes indicate some immaturity, all right. So they may be a little hesitant to tell you that maybe they made some mistake that they know that you're not going to be proud of, all right. But I do see you guys getting over this. I do see a lot of love and understanding coming through. Just with the Four of Wands here already, that lets me know that you guys are in it for the long haul and that this is not going to be indicative of the way that the relationship will go in the future. I see this as being a wake-up call for them to be more responsible, not only with finances but also with themselves, especially if this has to do with emotional healing that they need to go through and find a lot of self-care while going through the process of dealing with that. Okay, so I'm just going to see if there are any more cards that want to come out for the love portion of your spread. All right, and I know most of this is just for couples or people who are already involved, so I am going to pull some cards for you singles out there and see what's going on for you as well in the month of December. Will you meet someone? What's going to be going on for my single Leos not involved, all right, with anyone at present, or not in a committed situation with anyone at present in the month of November. All right. So the first card that popped out, it's amazing when I said that, was the Lover's card, and it popped up in the upright. So I do see you meeting a soulmate. At some point in the month of November, you may meet someone who is very meaningful to you, or you may be in the light stages, the talking stages of dating this person already. I do see with the Eight of Pentacles card here also that this relationship has a lot of room for growth. So for those of you who are not in a relationship yet, you might soon be in a relationship or on your way to a commitment with someone, especially with the Lover's card here. That is the best card that you can get in the deck when it comes to love, or at least one of, I would say, the best card personally that you can get. All right, so some very good things going on for you in love. All right, with the Queen of Wands here, it is here in reverse. So Leo, if you are going to be serious about this connection, you have to make sure that you don't play around. All right, you may have other suitors, you may have people wanting to distract you from this meaningful connection coming up. You might also be tempted to go out, to go to parties at a time when this person may want to spend time with you. All right, so you're going to have to learn how to manage, especially those of you who have been single for quite some time, your personal interests or other things that you may want to do with deepening and holding space for this connection. All right, with the Eight of Pentacles here, this connection is going to be a beautiful one, but it is something that you will have to work at as well. You guys may have your differences, especially with earth and fire here as the only elements in the spread. This person may be an earth sign, they may be a fire sign, or they may have earth and fire very dominant in their chart. Okay. Virgo may be a sign that they have in their chart dominant as well. Okay. I'm also going to pull out these two cards for you here. So we have the Six of Wands, all right, in reverse, and the Devil in reverse. Okay, so this kind of goes back to what I was saying before about prioritizing other wants or desires that you might have around this connection, because this is a person who is slow, who's methodical. More than likely that you're dealing with someone who's sensitive. They may be younger than you, but it's going to put them off if they feel like they are second best. If they may also have Leo placements or be a Leo placement as well. But this person has a need to have your undivided attention and to be the one to know that they're the one that you chose. Okay, so this person has a very particular type of personality. All right, they might also have a lot of regal qualities. Don't put them down because of this or be put off by this. If you say things to them like, oh, well, you just think you're special, or, things that are kind of mocking their qualities, they may back up from you, because this is also a very cautious person. All right, this is a person that's been hurt before. So the reason why I say all this is because with the Six of Wands here and the Devil in reverse, you have to really be aware and cautious of your toxic qualities, because if this person feels as if you're pulling away from them, they're likely to also shy away from you. Okay, and then you would miss out on such a beautiful connection. All right, so with this Devil card here and the Six of Wands in reverse, this is a warning kind of from spirit to just make sure that you keep a check on your toxic qualities, maybe attention seeking or dramatic behavior, just things that you might know for you may be toxic traits, especially the ones that you are just aware that you already may have. We all have toxic traits and qualities. So it's just important to just be self aware, because if you start falling into negative patterns, you're going to take this victory represented by the Six of Wands away from yourself, okay? And you don't want to sabotage a love connection, especially when the Lover's card is here in your spread, because this is essentially one of the highest levels of soulmates that you can meet is one that's represented by the Lover's card, okay? So this could be somebody very pivotal in your life. It's quite likely that this could lead to a connection later on down the line, all right? So just make sure to put your best foot forward with this person and to create a pattern of reliability, all right? So I'm going to go ahead and check out what's going on for you guys as far as money and career, all right? So what's going on for my Leos around money and career in the month of November? Okay, so I do feel like in the past you may have felt like you didn't have that many options available to you, all right? And this is represented here by the Two of Wands. This can be a stuck energy when it is by itself, because as you can see, this young woman is looking out into the distance. She does have the globe, which is traditionally shown in the traditional tarot Rider-Waite deck. The little ball in her hand is a globe. All right. So when you see this card, she's looking out into the distance, and when this card is by itself, especially when there's nothing next to it, it kind of looks like she's looking out into nothing, almost as if she's saying, what can I do next, and it does seem like probably in the last week of October to maybe the early week of November, you may have felt like the first week in November, you may have felt like that you didn't have a lot of options going for you. You may have felt like your playing field in terms of work and ways to increase your wealth or increase your income were kind of limited, all right? But I do see this field of money, of increase opening up for you with the Knight of Pentacles here in the upright, all right? Because even though you may have been indecisive in the past, this sphere that she's holding in her hands in the Two of Wands, in this spread now becomes a pinnacle that you're holding securely. Okay, so because of that, you are attaining some income in the month of November. It's coming in fluidly for you. I do feel as though you may be nursing one field of income at this point. You may be trying to get up as many hours as you can at your job. There may have been something secure, possibly by contract, that was offered to you in the month of November. But especially by mid, and for some of you late November, I do see your money getting a lot more secure, a lot more reliable. All right. You do also have the Five of Pentacles here as well. All right. And it's actually in the reverse. Put it here like this. The Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, all right? Justice in reverse. Make sure you guys can actually see them well. All right. So you have Justice in the reverse. And then the Two of Pentacles, all right? And the Fool as your last cards in this spread. So what that tells me here is that, for one, you need to save. I know it's the holidays. I know Black Friday is coming up. But especially for you, Leo, you can be a big spender. You love to spend on quality items, on the finer things in life. But right now, especially with everything going on economically, this is really the time to kind of pull your purse strings a little bit tighter and to kind of watch your money pile up in your bank account, all right? This is not the time to go on shopping sprees. This is not the time to spend carelessly or recklessly. And the reason why I say this is because with the Five of Pentacles here in the reverse, this is possibly a time of lack, a time of struggle that you can avoid if you save a little bit more, okay? Really in the month of November, what's important is that you work on working in a field or getting yourself in the foot of the door in a field that you are passionate about, okay? And the reason why I say this is because with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, this is telling me that you're not feeling fully fulfilled in the month of November, all right? You might just be working a dead end job or a job that really doesn't have much personal significance or value to you, all right? And you might just be working this job because it pays the bills, all right? But with this Justice card here in reverse, I feel that on some level you feel as if you're doing yourself a disservice, okay? And the reason why I say this is because with the Justice card here in reverse, next to the Fool card, this is telling me that what you really want to do deep down is to take a risk. You want to start something new. Leo, you're usually very self-aware about what your passions are in life, what you want to do, especially in the area of creative endeavors. So, this is the time to create a blueprint to write down your goals for you to start acting on. Okay, with the Fool card here in the upright, this is letting me know that anytime that you feel like taking a risk this month, if you want to apply for that job that you really want, if you want to apply to start working in a new field, this is absolutely the time to do this, okay? And with the Justice card in the reverse, this is letting me know that you don't feel like you're getting the most out of life. You feel like you're doing yourself a disservice. You feel as if you're cutting yourself short, okay? And so, even though you are making some money, you are making okay money for yourself, you can add to your life by working in a field that is more enjoyable for you. For some of you, this is going to be opening up your own business. Some of you may have an arts and crafts business or a business with crochet that you want to open up. This is your confirmation that you will be very successful in that, all right? Especially here with the Fool card. This is your ideal time for starting new beginnings. All right. So write those goals down regarding your career. All right. And get into it. All right. Get into those things that you're passionate about. So I am going to pull a few more cards because I just feel you guys' curiosity about what's going to happen in the area of field of career and finance. And the cards that you got was the Death card, the Seven of Swords, the Ace of Cups, and the Magician card, okay? So some very good cards, but the card I want to talk about first is the Seven of Swords standing out in the middle of this spread, okay? So with the Seven of Swords, this echoes off the energy of the Justice card that was pulled for you earlier, all right? So you may very well feel as if you're being cheated at work. Maybe you're not being paid what you're truly worth, okay? This could very likely be the case with these two sword cards here. You might also want to be cautioned that as you go into these different fields of work, as you start out, especially if you're embarking on your own business, that you write down a contract, because I do see that there may be some people who may try to kind of steal from you in a sense, that might offer you less than what you're worth, that might try to steal your work. So make sure you have things copywritten and make sure that you really trust the people that you're doing business with. I would definitely say with the Seven of Swords card here that you could possibly face challenges with people trying to steal your creative work, especially Leo, because you are so creative. It's a great possibility there are people who might want to swindle and take some of that for themselves. And so you want to guard yourself against this by not jumping into any deals with anyone, especially this being a sword card. This speaks of communication that could happen between two people as well. So you want to make sure the people that you decide to do business with are people that not only do you know well, but that you also trust. And this brings us to the Ace of Cups card here. This is a really good card. This shows me that when you do start on this endeavor to whatever you're passionate about that you would like to do, and this could be as simple as starting a part-time job in an area that you're really passionate about, that there could be growth in later on down the line. All right, this is going to be very fulfilling for you. And with this Ace of Cups card here, this also lets me know that it's probably going to be lucrative for you as well. All right, this is going to lead to a transformation. With the Death card here, I'm really excited to see the Death card in your spread. Even though a lot of people are scared of the death card, it's the card that rules Scorpio, and it deals with transformations and it rebirths as well. So with you having this in your spread, I really feel like getting into this field of work that's passionate for you is going to change the way that you see yourself, okay, in a really great way. This could lead to a reinvention that you've been needing or possibly even hoping for, okay? With the Magician card here, this is letting you know that you can use magic to enhance your income. You could, for instance, burning a green candle is a great way to bring some extra money into your life, some extra funds. And you should really look into prosperity work, prosperity magic, or even just affirmations and visualizations. But tapping into the spiritual realm to aid in your success in this field, as well as to aid in the amount of money that you're earning, is very possible for you, all right? And will help you out greatly in the month of November, all right? So that is your finance and career reading, Leo. So we're going to move on to your oracle card, all right? And see what other messages Spirit might have for you in the month of November. So Spirit, what messages do you have for Leo in the month of November? All right. So the card that you got was Kayani. In each other, we find ourselves. All right. So one of the things that stands out to me in this card, I'm just going to put it a little bit higher so you can see it. All right. We have a couple things that's really important, especially for my Leos out here. For one, we have this big, beautiful cat in the center of the card. And, even though lions are your totem, Leo, this cat is just as representative of your courageous huntress energy. This is the universe giving you the go ahead to be yourself and to enter into that, field that you want to enter into, being authentic, really showing up as who you are. Because Leo, your light can definitely turn heads and make people pay attention, just like a tiger does or a leopard does when it's walking in the jungle. Everybody pays attention to that. So you want to make sure that you're using that power and that passion in the field of your career. Also, with these beautiful eagle's wings, this is just spirit encouraging you to soar, to spread your wings and soar in your new field of interest, as well as to be courageous in your relationship and be authentic with people that you deal with on a daily basis, as well as to anyone that you might be inviting into your personal life. All right. Lastly, we have this beautiful ancestor here at the top. And this could also represent for a lot of you your spirit guides. You could really be inspired by going out into nature, picking flowers. In fact, some of you might be interested in botany. For others of you guys, you just need to know with this ancestor here at the top of the card that you are being guided. You're being divinely guided into this field of work as well as into this relationship. You're also protected. So even though there might be people that might want to take advantage of you, we all go through that. We all have to protect our energy. And that is not anything for you to be afraid of, because if the universe put a passion into your life to do something, then it is meant for you to do, and they're going to guide you and protect you along that path, okay? Also here with the moon phases, this lets me know that you would probably be great at working with the phases of the moon to manifest your desires. So that might be something you want to look into, so you can learn more about it to help that work for you, so that you can bring your desires into the 3D, into fruition, at a much quicker pace, and also really be satisfied with the results, all right? Because you'll be able to be more connected to your goals, and you'll be able to, you won't be sitting there wondering when is it going to happen. You'll be a lot more connected to the process as well, all right? So Leo, one last message for you, and that is like this video, subscribe to this channel so you'll be the first to hear about the new videos that I'm going to post up. There's going to be lots of pick a card reading videos on this channel as well. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Also, if you're interested in getting a reading from me, make sure that you email me at the email down below. Follow me on Twitter because I do lots of interactive readings on there as well. All right. If you're interested in a personal reading, I do natal chart readings. I do channeling messages as well. And I can also email you my catalog of offerings as far as for my services so that you can pick whatever reading best fits you. All right. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I want you to comment a few of your goals for the month of November, some career goals that you have, as well as what your dream career is down in the comments. And make sure that you tune back for my next video. All right. So thank you guys so much for joining in, and I'll see you soon. Bye.